Hey guys, welcome back and you're watching Shifu Tanks. Today is something very interesting as I'm going to talk about a hydroponics experiment that I've been working on for the past few weeks. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video. This is a propagation box for my aquatic plants, जिसे एक महीने पहले सेटअप किया था. ये एक हाइड्रोपोनिक सेटअप है in which I'm trying to grow 18 aquatic plants immersed for planted tanks and terrariums. Because it was an experiment, so I started out with a limited number of plants. Also, I'll give you the update on each plants which are inside this propagation box because एक month से ज़्यादा हो चुका है and I see new roots and leaves are coming out, which means that the plants have adjusted very well to the system. So stay tuned and watch till the end to know how I have started propagating aquatic plants using the hydroponics method. मैंने कुछ पोस्ट भी किए थे इंस्टाग्राम पे रिलेटेड टू द सेम हाइड्रोपोनिक सिस्टम, तो ये उसका भी एक फॉलोअप अपडेट है. Now if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then here's the Instagram handle and follow me for more hydroponics and fish keeping videos. This is a very simple setup where aquatic plants are placed inside a container with a lid to hold maximum humidity. A dedicated grow light and oxygen are provided for 12 hours a day. Plants are kept in pots filled with lava rocks and gravel to keep the roots wet at all times. Plants की बात करें तो let's go through each plant one by one, starting with the first bucket. This is Lagenandra Meeboldii Red. It originates from India and under good light and condition, it has a nice orange brown to pink leaf color. I'm growing this in Emersed form and it already looks fantastic. This plant shares the same characteristics as the previous one, Lagenandra Meeboldii Red. एक छोटा सा फर्क सिर्फ इतना है कि लीव्स इसके राउंड है. Now there is a thing to note that there are certain varieties that will show extremely different leaf structures in immersed growth compared to submerged growth, and this could be the reason for this round version. Cryptocoryne Wendtii Tropica is a very beautiful variety which displays long, green, orange or bronze crinkled leaves when grown submerged. In immersed form, the plant looks similar but it can vary from the environment, and this is how it looks in the hydroponic system. Lagenandra Tenkasi is endemic to South India. This is a quite unique plant for its stunning compact growth. It can be grown submerged as well as immersed in planted tanks, paludariums and terrariums. When I received the plant, it was small and एक month बाद काफी अच्छी growth हो चुकी है and new roots भी आ चुके हैं, which means that I can easily separate the plant into various halves to multiply. This is a Java Fern narrow leaf. It is a very popular plant that originates from Southeast Asia and it is very versatile and easy to keep. It can be easily multiplied in both submerged and immersed form, but this is not the right plant to pick for an open terrarium. Inside a closed terrarium, a very high humidity level is required at all times. Bucephalandra Meeboldii is an easy plant with tiny leaves. It is a very slow growing plant which is not uncommon because all Bucephalandra grows very slowly. In my case, the received plant was almost dead with melted leaves and only one leaf was in okay condition. Now as you can see, there are 3 new leaves. Bucephalandra Red Under is a great plant for aquariums and terrariums. It is characterized by varying shades of color with a red toned underside. Anubias Petite is the smallest variant of the Anubias species. They can grow in both aquariums and terrariums, either submerged or immersed. And in this bucket I have 2 pots of Nana Petite. Bucephalandra Sp Sintang originates from Southeast Asia and it develops a forest green color with metallic spots when grown under proper conditions. The submerged leaves are shorter and wavy, but the immersed leaves are much longer and wavy. Anubias Nana Gold is a very popular variety of Anubias species in the hobby, and here I have 2 healthy pots with multiple new leaves growing. It can also grow in either submerged or immersed form. Cryptocoryne Wendtii Green is a great addition to any planted tank. Unlike regular Crypt Wendtii Green will produce deep green, ruffled leaves which makes this plant stand out in any tank. It is a rather slow grower but will produce runners which will eventually grow into new plants. As you can see, few leaves came out from the middle of the pot. Bolbitis Heteroclita Difformis originates from the Philippines and is widely known as mini Bolbitis. This is more suitable to grow immersed in paludariums and moist and warm terrariums. Although I'm still struggling to grow in the closed terrarium because every time I add this plant, it just dies. However, I have seen new green leaves coming from the plant inside the terrarium propagation box by making it closer to more wet soil and keeping in contact with regular water droplets because of condensation. Anubias Barteri Glabra is an undemanding plant which requires low light and low maintenance. Ideal for beginners, and so I bought this when I built my first planted tank. This plant can be grown immersed way better in hydroponics than terrarium soil in my experience. Cryptocoryne Axelrodi is a rare cryptocoryne species that features narrow leaves, hardy nature and a greenish brown in color. It can be grown submerged and immersed, but the final size, shape and hue are determined by the environment in which it is kept. Cryptocoryne Wendtii brown is another popular aquarium plant from the Cryptocoryne species. Unlike the green species, it has striking reddish brown leaves with slightly wavy edges. It features an average growing time and easy care level, making it ideal for beginners. Cryptocoryne Lucens does well under low light and grows fairly slowly. It will send out runners as it grows and will eventually form a dense, bushy carpet of narrow bright green leaves even without high light. Lagenandra Meeboldii Red is a swamp plant from southwestern India, which grows naturally in the swampy or marshlands where the water level increases in monsoon. This aquatic plant does not produce underground runners, but has a thick rhizome, and when I received this plant, there were 3 leaves in a rhizome close to dying. So I pruned it and I added the cutting in this hydroponic system in a hope of growing immersed. And after a few weeks, there is 1 new leaf and I am happy about that. Anubias Gracilis is one of the larger varieties of Anubias, and it may grow to 12 inches in length, so it does not fit the small tank requirement. From my experience, it should be placed in shaded areas and the aquarium height should be 1.5 feet at least. Now talking about the fertilizer, I use Tropica specialized nutrition along with running tap water, which has a TDS of around 400 and pH is 8. Another goal of this setup was to check if I can grow these plants with as minimal efforts as possible. Even though hydroponics does not require too much attention, and unlike the traditional way, I didn't change the water, but I kept running the specialized grow lights and air pump for 12 hours a day. And a few weeks back, I decided to add a proper hydroponic solutions which I'll continue to use. So if you want to know like which fertilizer I use for this system, then stay tuned as there is a separate video coming out soon. Alright. Thank you so much for watching and give it a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to Shifu Tanks for more hydroponic stuff.